Hey guys, this is your boy Kelien Balian with Tech Savvy, here to talk about the latest tech news, tech products, and everything you can find online right now for under 50 bucks. So let's dive right into it. So this week we got some crazy news about coronavirus, especially if you live here in LA. Coronavirus is not going anywhere right now. So essentially, we were supposed to reopen on the 18th of this month, but we just got wind that now we're going to be extending the coronavirus at home for another 3 months. So you guys got some more vacation to so basically, what's going on now is actually an end date, which probably sounds a little bit crazy, right? So this new safe firm has no end date. It's basically a five-stage roadmap to recovery. That's what they're calling it right now. And essentially, what's going to happen right now is low-risk businesses can reopen, but there's going to be restrictions. So essentially, if you had a capacity, you own a restaurant or any kind of business, and you've always you even if you walk into an elevator, it says capacity on every room has one of those. So essentially, hold on, let's see if we can. Hey guys, sorry about that. We had a little technical disturbance there, but we're back. Let's try this again. So again, we're jumping in the news. If you weren't with us a second ago and you just jumped on, and we're talking about how coronavirus is not leaving LA anytime soon. So if you live in OC, you're safe. They actually are reopening, but again, Los Angeles is a little bit different of an animal. We have a little bit more population-wise, and the analysts are saying that we need to stay home for a little bit longer. And again, they have a five-stage roadmap to recovery that they're rolling out right now. And again, what this means for businesses is that low-risk businesses can reopen. So those are going to be like your retail businesses that are not in shopping centers. So those are going to just be the ones that are on the streets, stuff like that. And again, they are going to have different requirements going into this region. So what those requirements look like essentially is that they're allotted people again, or maybe how you've seen it, maybe the amount of people that they could have in their location. Let's just say it was set at 50. It's probably going to be somewhere around like 15 now. So it's going to be cut into about 25% of what it used to be. So again, if it's 100, now they can have 25 people. If if it was 300, now it's 75 people. Again, this is going to be a big change for businesses because they before they were setting all their prices and setting everything on the amount of people they were actually able to have in there. So again, restaurants, all these kind of places, they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do. Also, as far as pickup stuff, a lot of businesses are going to be jumping on that. I'm sure you're going to see that businesses that weren't offering pickup services or online orders are going to be jumping on that. And again, if you're a business owner and you haven't jumped on that yet, I could be talking to you right now. And again, if you need any help with online ordering, setting that up, we could actually support you with that. But let's jump back in here. So again, manufacturing logistics services are going to start back up right now. And recreational services such as tennis courts, shooting ranges, horse, equestrian, ranches. Those will be back open. Gardens and parks. So, guys, if you haven't been to a park lately, go check one out. Those are going to all be back open. And just a couple stats right now: 83,000 deaths have occurred here in the United States so far, and there's been 1.3 million cases of coronavirus just here in the United States. So again, this is pretty serious stuff, guys. I know there's a lot of stuff going online that this is still a hoax or whatnot, and at the end of the day, this is a serious virus, and it's worldwide. It's killed, actually. There's been 296,000 deaths, and there's been 4.3 million cases. So at the end of the day, what you could kind of take away from that is, again, we are going to start opening back up slowly, but it's not going to be as quickly as I think a lot of us were hoping. It's going to be this 5-stage process. And again, unfortunately, there is no end date that has been announced to this process. It's just going to kind of be on, each stage of the process is going to last as long as, they think it should last. And all the health experts, until they get the A-OK to move forward. That's kind of how it's going to work as far as that. So the next piece of news here, the news article that we found very interesting this week was that there's going to be some big changes to Uber. This is going to be something that, Uber just came out less than 10 years, and I'm sure pretty much at this time, everybody's, haven't used it. I would highly recommend checking it out. Maybe not right now, but there are going to be some changes to help you be safer while you're driving. So a couple of those changes is when you drive in an Uber and you actually call it on the Uber app now, you're actually going to have to confirm that you are going to be wearing a mask during your ride. And as well as the driver and the passenger are going to have to confirm that they are wearing a mask. So this is, again, just going to keep you guys a little bit safer. There is going to be, actually, for the driver's side of things and the passenger side, a little checklist that you're going to have to go through before, getting in the Uber. That's going to basically just follow that you stayed, that you haven't, you have to agree that you haven't been in contact with coronavirus or have any symptoms. You also have to, I'm sure a lot of Uber drivers are going to be carrying hand sanitizer around now due to this new mandate that you're going to have to use hand sanitizer while getting in the car. And one of the new things that they're implementing is that you can't ride in the front seat with the driver anymore. I don't know if that was something that you've ever done before, but unfortunately now you are going to have to ride in the back seat, even if you're only one driver. And the cool thing, this is actually a good thing for the passenger, but maybe a bad thing for the driver, is now just like the restrictions on the capacity for restaurants and all those other businesses that are opening up. Now the capacity on the car is actually going to be limited too. So if a car could seat 5 people, including the driver, now you're only going to be able to put 3 people in that car. So it's actually going to be knocked down 1. So again, if you could have had 4 passengers, now you could only have 3 passengers. Again, maybe a little bit good for the riders because you don't have to worry about as many people being in the car with you. But again, for the driver, now your car is going to be a little bit cut there. As far as other services, ride sharing services doing this, Lyft is doing the same exact thing as Uber. So they're going to be having a new list where you're going to have basically certify that you have not received any contact with anybody that had COVID, you're wearing a face mask, and that you're going to be using hand sanitizer in the car. So again, this is unprecedented stuff going on right now, and these are unprecedented changes that these companies are making so that they can guarantee their their passengers and their drivers, their workers' safety. So good stuff on the horizons, because again, you guys, as businesses are adapting to this coronavirus, and not only this virus, but any future viruses that we could get hit with. Businesses are going to have standards and things in place, guidelines and stuff like that, so that we can kind of mitigate any spread of viruses in the future. And the third news article that we're going to be talking about here, this, as we've been talking about, that right now is an amazing time to start a business, guys. If you guys haven't thought of anything to start, I'm going to give you the easiest business to start today online. So what that is it's online advertising, guys. So before, if you wanted to advertise, you were pretty much, confined to, really high-end media like television, commercials, infomercials, and billboards, radio. These were basically the things that, if you wanted to be an advertiser in the space, these were your outlets. Nowadays, since the internet has become so saturated with everybody's carrying around their phones with them. Everybody's got Facebook and Instagram. If you guys haven't been running any ads through Facebook, this could be a full blown business for you. So essentially, It's something that maybe you've heard of. It's called affiliate marketing, and this is a great way to make some extra cash. You guys are already using brands that you love, that you've been using for years even, and I'm sure you maybe even have recommended these brands to your friends and family at one point. So it's very, very easy. You actually could just go on their website. So let's just say you love Best Buy and you buy a lot of stuff from there, either online or directly through their store, which is probably closed right now. But again, we can just stick with the online example. You can go affiliate with Best Buy, and then now you could use Facebook. What essentially you could do is you can go create a business page, and let's just say we call it Tech Savvy. And you can post technology items and different kind of tech on there, and use your affiliate link to direct to Best Buy. So when people click any of those links, when Best Buy makes a sale, you make some money in your pocket. The cool thing about this is, guys, is almost every company you could think of right now, they have an affiliate program. You might not know about it, but they do. So the cool thing is if you love any products, and maybe you've even love a course that you've taken or anything like that, you can go with the company. So when you share these products, you can actually make a couple dollars in your pocket. And again, if you're using, this is one of the most uh, high marketing platform right now in the world, guys. And you have access to it in your hand. I'm sure 99% of the people that are watching this right now, you have a Facebook account. So it's very, very simple to just pop over to the pages section, create a new page, and start posting items that you think people would be interested in. And again, not only posting them, but now boosting those posts for $1, $5 to even $25 a day, depending on what your budget is to start a business. But again, guys, this is the easiest business to start online right now. All you got to do is share other people's products. You don't have to create anything. You don't even need a website. You don't need nothing. And again, if you guys want any help setting any of this up, let us know. Give us a call, and we can walk you through the whole process, and even show you some products that you guys can affiliate with today that'll bring you some decent money in. Again, if you're a business owner and you're not using Facebook ads, I highly, highly recommend it. You guys, this is an advertising platform that didn't exist 10, 15 years ago, in the sense of how you can target the people you're looking for on this platform, because essentially we give so much information to Facebook. They track us using their app. They know how old we are. They know where we live. They know what we like. They know what we're posting about. They know all the pages we've liked. They're following us around the web, the web, and especially with retargeting pixels, you can really track and get right in front of the people that you're looking to get in front of. So again, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, highly, highly recommend using Facebook ads. Again, if you guys have any questions about that stuff, reach out to us. So let's jump into the future tech for this week. Amazing, amazing product. And let's jump into this first one here. This first product is called the Laser Pecker Organizer. So essentially, we all have timers, stuff like that we have on our watches, or that we have on our phone, or maybe even, you use a timer when you cook. This timer is just going to be a little bit more advanced than all those other timers. And it's just going to be a little bit more fun to use, because what this timer does is you can actually turn it on. It has numbers on each side, and you can just turn it to, let's say, 5, and it starts 5 minutes. So these actually are really cool too. So let's talk about the tech under $50 really quick. These are the these are some headphones that you're gonna really love. They have a really unique design. They have wood in there, and the special thing about these headphones in particular is that they are designed to have really high bass. So if you love music and you love hearing that bass, these are going to be a really great headphone for you guys. It does come in 10 colors, as you're seeing here. And again, if you guys really want something that you don't like the whole wireless thing, these could be a really good headphone for you guys. This second one here is a desktop phone stand. It uses magnets, and it just you can actually turn it 360 degrees. So whichever way you need your phone, you can just turn it to that angle. And the cool thing is, it's got a very minimalist design to it. So I know a lot of people are liking that really clean, crisp look. This has got it. So again, if you had this on your desk and you just wanted to either video chat, or you just needed something that wanted to replace a tripod or something like that, this is going to be a great option for you guys. And again, this thing only comes in at about 16 bucks. So if you wanted to take a look at this, go check out. You can simply type in magnetic stands, 360-degree angle, all any of these keywords, and you should be able to find this thing on Amazon. And again, it's just going to make your desk look a lot cleaner. And again, it almost looks like your phone's floating in a sense. This next product is called the Roswell RGB keyboard. These things run in about 35 bucks. And again, we're kind of sticking with a lot of products with these RGB lighting. You see it behind me. It just kind of livens the area up a little bit, and it just gives you a little bit cooler of a look. This keyboard is awesome, and it has so many different it has 7 different colorways that you can turn it on and set to, from rainbow to breathing to visor to a color wand. And there's about 4 more, and basically it's just going to make your desk look really, really cool. If you guys are into these kind of lighting things, this is a really cool keyboard, and it comes again at 35 bucks. The cheapest keyboard you can really get is about 10-15 bucks. And if you go to that's online. If you go to a store, you're probably talking about 20 bucks. So about for 15 bucks more, you're going to get a keyboard that's going to be a conversation starter. This might be something that you want to take a look at, especially once we go back to work. You want to make your desk look a little bit cooler, stand out from everybody else's. This could definitely be a cool addition to your computer setup. And again, this thing has really nice keys, such keys, and the travel on the keys is really nice. So you're not gonna have to worry about not feeling if you hit the button or something like that. This is gonna just be a really cool thing. And going along with the key, your computer setup, this is Red Dragon RGB mouse pad. So again, this is going to incorporate that RGB lighting right into that mouse pad, and it's just going to give you a really cool look. The cool thing about this mouse pad is you can keep it plugged into the charger, but you don't need to. You can just recharge it and let it sit there wirelessly. You don't need any software with this mouse pad. It's just using these couple buttons that are on here. You can control as far as what the lighting is going to do, and everything like that. Again, Red Dragon's a pretty known brand in the gaming arena. So again, if you're not gaming, it's going to be perfect for you. If you are gaming, it's going to have the right texture and everything like that to keep you comfortable and keep all of your movements crisp and fast. This last one here, again, sticking with the RGB lighting, is a alarm clock, an RGB alarm clock. These things come in at about 25 bucks. And the cool thing about this alarm clock is it actually has day and night functions. So what that means is when it gets nighttime or in the morning, you set an alarm and it's going to start brightening up little by little. So it's almost like it's emulating or mimicking the sunlight. So it wakes you up slowly. You're going to feel that light, and then essentially it's going to be really, really bright so that it wakes you up. The cool thing also is that you can set it to any color you want. It's just going to be a really cool alarm clock if you guys don't already have one of those on your desk. And again, it has a radio also. So if you want to listen to radio or wake up to the radio, you're going to be able to have those options as well. Again, it's just a really cool alarm clock for 25 bucks. You pretty much can't go wrong. And again, with this wake action, it's a really cool feature that you don't really see too much on alarm clocks. So again, if that seems appealing to you, go check this alarm clock out. You can get it for 25 bucks, which is very, very affordable. So let's jump in now to future tech. We kind of switched it up this week. Instead of doing future tech first, we did the tech under 50 this week. But let's jump and dive into future tech. So this first one is called the Laser Pecker engraver. So the cool thing about this thing is, before it was really hard to engrave things. You had to go and pay companies to engrave, and it could cost, a good amount of money. The cool thing is that you can now engrave anywhere, anytime with this little thing, and it works with an app. So that as long as you have a picture of it, you can engrave it, which is really, really cool. And there's really no, restrictions on this as far as what you can engrave. Obviously, the size of what you're engraving is going to be a little bit restrictive, but the cool thing is it can engrave anywhere from 0.1 millimeter to 10 centimeters as far as the images. And again, it's just a really durable, sturdy device, and it has features in there so it never overheats. So you can literally be using this thing for hours, and it'll never overheat. You can actually use it on wood, paper, metal, even food. You can, engrave right onto food items. So again, if this is something that maybe you want to separate yourself, and you have food items and stuff like that in your restaurant or something, and you want to throw a pretty custom engraving on there to separate yourself, this could be a really cool thing. This next one's called the Voixa Tech Watch. So this thing's actually on Kickstarter right now for only 169 bucks. We've had smartwatches, I think, on almost every single one of these, just because smartwatches are so popular right now. But the one reason why this thing stands out from all the rest is because it has a built-in Bluetooth headset on it. So if you could see the top of the face of the watch actually just pops right off, and you can use it as a Bluetooth headset, which is awesome because you don't have to carry around multiple things. It actually charges right through the watch as well. And as far as everything else, it's got all the features of your normal smartwatch, as far as fitness tracking, links to your phone, all that good stuff. You can charge it on your wrist, and essentially another really cool thing is this thing has a lot of different design features and elements, so you can really customize the design to however you really want it to look. If you want it to look more fancy, or if you want it to look more sporty, you guys have those features. So again, it can dress up to a suit, or it can dress down to hiking and going out. So check that out. And the next one here, it's it's a smart hand visual HUD for, it's called the Buy Nice Head Smart HUD set. So essentially, what this does is, if you like riding a motorcycle, this will put a little screen right into your helmet, and you can see all of your information straight on there, from GPS to phone calls to music. All of that information straight on your headset. So again, you don't have to be looking down at a phone anymore. You don't have to change all of it's in there. The cool thing is it actually does use voice control. So if you want to change the song now, all you got to do is say it into the speaker, and it'll do that for you. This has actually been certified for use in the U.S. and in Europe. So you can get that online for $387 right now. This next one is called the Solar Breeze Pool Cleaner. So pools aren't cheap to maintain, and this thing comes in at about 498 bucks. So it might save you guys a little bit of money if you have a pool cleaner that comes to your house every week. And again, this will keep your pool clean all the time. This guy never leaves. So the cool thing is, this thing's kind of like one of your vacuum, like the Roomba or something like that in like retrospect but this is a pool cleaner. The cool thing that this thing actually does do, beyond just cleaning, is it actually releases chlorine into your pool as well. And that's one of those jobs that your pool cleaner usually normally does. So just go around cleaning your pool, as well as putting chlorine into your pool every once in a while, so your pool is always clean. You never have to worry about it. And again, you never have to hire a pool cleaner to do that ever again and worry about him coming out. And again, if you're having a party and your pool's not clean, you don't have to worry about that. So now the next product here is called Buckle. This is actually pretty cool. We haven't really seen too much improvement in the belt for decades, and this company is actually trying to do that. So instead of actually wearing a belt, back in the day, they didn't actually have belts. They would just tighten it from the sides. And I'm sure if you ever wear a tuxedo or something like that, a lot of those tuxedo pants don't actually have belts. So this is kind of bringing that concept back into the clothing industry. So you essentially just put this on the side of your pants, and it's fully adjustable, and you just close it, and there you go, your belt's on there. Maybe gives you a little bit cleaner of a look, but don't get me wrong, I wear belts all the time, and I like the look of the belt. Rather, it's not necessarily to hold my pants up, but it's just for the look of the belt. It looks a little more professional sometimes. But again, this is a really cool alternative if you don't want to have to wear a bulky belt, or you're traveling and you don't want to have to keep it on you. This is a really cool alternative. The next one here is called the Ina Ring Smart Ring. So this is really cool, guys. Again, we've been talking about a lot of smartwatches, but this is actually a smart ring. So all the features that you're going to find on a smartwatch are going to be in this ring. The only other cool thing is that it has gesture control set into the ring. So if you're doing clicks and stuff like that, it could actually read those things. It has your fitness tracker. You could even accept calls on it by just talking into your ring, which is kind of incredible. This thing is brand new technology, and it can actually connect to a lot of different devices in your home. So if that's something that you want to take a look at, you can get these rings. They haven't launched yet, so you're going to have to wait for it. But essentially, this is just a really cool piece of technology that I hope we start seeing more of these things. This next one's called the Tick Time Timer. So we all use timers. There's nothing new, but this timer is just a little bit cool. Design is awesome. So again, you're gonna see these numbers that are on there. You just turn it to the side, turn it to a number 5, and it's gonna have minutes. It's all display, so you're not gonna have to worry about touching anything anymore or setting anything. It just goes. And again, like you're just watching it for games and stuff like that. All you gotta do is flip it, and it's starting or stops timing, whatever you guys are looking for. And again, for just a great way to keep yourself busy is to use a timer. So you're going to just set a timer for 30 minutes, and you're going to work for a straight 30-minute time. That 30 minutes is over, you can take a break. This is just a great way to keep that thing right there in front of you, so you can see exactly how much time you have left. And again, it's just a really modern, cool design for a timer. Again, timers really haven't been changed in a while either. So this is a cool way to get that done. And you can find these timers for only about $39 on Indiegogo right now. This one is called the Super Charging Wire. And the cool thing about this one is that it's magnetic. So I'm sure if you guys ever had to go and pull your charger out and then actually have to untie it because it got tangled up inside of your bag. But gone are the days where you're going to have to untie your charger. And again, this thing, it's really, really cool because it's a braided cable, so you're not going to have to worry about it, kind of breaking like some cables do. I'm not sure if you guys have ever ran into that, where some of the connectors on your cables start getting weak and breaking. Cool thing is, you won't have to worry about that with the cable. This cable will last you a lifetime, essentially. And again, you only use as much as you use. This is actually our last product, and a really cool one to finish off the future tech this week. This is called the Pico Planter, and coming in at only $29, guys. If you guys like, if you're one of those green thumbs out there and you want a minimal, small size planter that you can take anywhere and grow whatever you're looking to grow, this could be it. The LED light at the top is built into it, and it's been tested so that this is all the light that your plant would ever need. And again, you can have multiple of these. You can stick them to your, they're magnetic, so you can stick them to your refrigerator if that's something you wanted to do. And again, it's just got a really, really cool look. And again, if you're just trying to grow some, stuff in your kitchen for vegetables, or even just like new, ingredients as far as like oregano or any of these kind of things, this is a great way to grow it yourself and actually have a little fun while you're doing it. So again, that's the Pico, coming in at $29. You can find that on Kickstarter right now, and go check it out. So again, guys, that's it for this week as far as our tech news and tech products. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Again, guys, just stay safe out there. We are going to be in this coronavirus for a little bit longer. So again, I hope you guys are doing well and just surviving. If you guys have any questions on any of the stuff that we talked about today, finding products, starting businesses, just anything, reach out to us. We love to talk to our fans and our viewers. So give us a call anytime. Hope you guys have a great day. Again, my name is Kelien Balian with Tech Savvy. Have a good one. Bye, guys.